Good morning and welcome to a new edition of Wake Up America. Today we're here to talk about an important place you must visit if you go to Buenos Aires, the Colón Theater.
During this episode, we will be listening to a lot of professionals such as historians, architects, musicians, and inside workers. What do you think? You will start with the history?
That's a great idea. Let's listen what Candelaria Pera, the historian, has to say about it.
Now I'm going to talk about the history of the Colón Theater. The first thing you have to know is that there were two different Colón theaters. The first one was from 1857 to 1880, and it was located next to La Casa Rosada, where nowadays is located the Banco Nacional. The second one, which is the actual Colón Theater, was inaugurated in 1906. The construction of this building lasted 20 years, and it was designed by three different architects. The original project was designed by the Italian architect Francesco Tamburini, and after his death, his partner Victor Meano continued with the project. When Meano died, the government put in charge of the construction to the Belgian architect Jules Normal. Because of him, the Colón has the French style in the architecture.
That was very interesting. I didn't know that this wasn't the original Colón Theater.
Yes, and now I would like to hear about the architecture, so let's listen to Luciana Goldbaum.
The Colón Theater has an European architecture from the Belle Époque because it has been constructed in the 19th century. Most materials are imported from Europe, such as the marble and the simil in the entrance hall. The staircase, rails, and other objects in the theater are made of Belgian, Portuguese, or Italian marble, like the white marble of Carrara. Specifically, the Golden Hall has a French style. The mirrors and the details in gold make you feel like you're walking through Versailles rooms or some European palace. A few years ago, the entire theater has been remodeled and it has reopened in 2010. You can see the incredible change in the Golden Hall, where there's a part of the wall that shows how it was the color before the restoration. At first, it was allowed to smoke in there, but that was a very big mistake for the preservation. But now, things have changed and you can even take a photo with flash in the theater.
I think the Mist of Culture represents Buenos Aires because that city has a lot of European culture and we can see that in everyday's life.
That's an interesting fact about Buenos Aires.
Now, let's get into the theater and talk about the halls.
First, I'm going to talk about the entrance hall. It's used for the people who buy the most expensive tickets, and it has a beautiful ethnic architecture. It's also called the Queen because of the chandelier that looks like a crown. Now I'm going to talk about the Golden Hall. It has a French style and it's made by real layers of gold. It's inspired in the Hall of Mirrors in Versailles. It has a lot of columns ubicated in perspective, which gives you a feeling of infinite. Also, it has a vitro made by Godin. Sometimes there are free concerts and piano additions. In the remodelation, they left squares without cleaning to show how dirty it was before.
Well, let's start with the Gallery of Past. This place is found in the second floor through the stairs. It's a large room where we can see a lot of doors and each one goes to a different place. On top of these doors, we can find different busts of important musicians and compositors and images of nowadays, like Mozart, who composed the famous opera of Figaro, Beethoven, who composed a lot of symphonies like that is the ninth one, then Rossini, Wagner, Verdi, Bellini and Bizet. What all these people have in common is that they were compositors of opera, and it's very important for the Colón because this place is named the Opera House. We can see in this place sculptures of angels too, and the floor is full of mosaic. It's full of mirrors, and through the windows of this place we can see the entrance hall. For me, it's an important place because it's a place full of culture and represents the opera because of the presence of the figures that I've just mentioned.
To finish, let's listen to a musician talking about the concert hall. My name is Rocio Biondelli, and I'm a musician. I have the pleasure to play several times at the Colon Theatre, and I can swear it's the theatre with best acoustic I have ever played in. If you don't believe me, just remember what Pavarotti said after singing. He confessed it was a challenge to perform there, because the great acoustic shows all your imperfection. In addition, the concert hall is a beautiful place where you can find at the Dome Raoul Soldi's work, The Angel of Music. He could be playing for around 3,000 people at the same time. The best place to watch an opera or a show is the official box. It's often used for president and other important characters in gala nights. It's the biggest one, and it's at the same level of the stage, so you can have a great view. Now I would like to show you some pictures of the concert hall.
What a beautiful place to visit! That's why it's one of the most well-known theaters all around the world.
We want to thank all the professionals that helped us today.
And thank you for sharing this program with us.
Don't forget to see us tomorrow talking about the Oxford University.
See you next time!
Wake up, America! We're all in this together. It's our home, so let's take it.
Lights, please!
Lights, camera, and action!
The Colon is an interesting place to visit because it's a